Well, I decided to start a little early and work on a couple of projects I need to get done. Um, one of them is these tags. Hi, Jen. I'm glad you're here. One of the things I want to try to catch up on is these tags for the December daily group swap. And I need to get them ready to go. They don't have to go out till sometime in November, but I don't want to have to be worrying about them. So decided to just go ahead and work on them. Hi, Janet. Hi, Suze. I'm glad y'all are here. I just realized I should have done some of these a different color. Otherwise, it's going to have the same color on two of them on the same deal. Hi, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Coffee sounds nice, although it was 80 degrees here today, so I'm drinking iced tea. I may sign off a little early tonight. One reason I went ahead and came on, I spent most of the day making some shoes for my son's excuse me, the Halloween costume he has to wear to work on Wednesday night. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Emily. I'm glad y'all are here. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. I was hoping I wasn't going to do this tonight. Hi, Mary. Hi, Rose. I'm so glad you're here. I understand. I'm trying to catch up on some swap stuff too. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why I just went ahead and came on early. I thought I could go ahead and work on this. I was gonna do these in silver around the edges like I did my AT coins, but I've already got this blue paint out, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the edges in the blue paint. It really shows up better this way anyway, so that's good. I should have kept those shoes out here so I could show you all my project that I spent most of the day working on. I'm not a seamstress, so it took me a lot longer than it should have. Excuse me, good grief. I may have to sign off just because I'm coughing. I don't want to do that if I can help it, but these tags I'm gonna swap in Susan Howell's December daily group. We're doing a tag swap in November, and I decided since I was new to the group, I better join so I can get to know people a little bit. Hi, Belinda. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it again. Good grief. Mm. Y'all may get tired of listening to me and go do something else. I like making the edges a little goopy. It flattens out a little bit when it dries, but I still like the look. It's uneven, and I like that. I intended to work on my fabric journal tonight, but I got kind of tired of sewing stuff today, so I decided that I was gonna just wait on that. Oh, I'm gonna add these little snowflakes to those tags, and then I'm gonna just put the words. I haven't decided for sure what words. I figured I'd just say "Let it snow" because that's one of my favorite things about winter. It's not as much my favorite thing as it used to be because I used to love to get out in it and shovel and do all those things, and now my back won't let me do all that stuff. So, hi Dawn, hi Danny, hi Sherry, hi Darren. You haven't got tired after 22 years? Got tired of what? Me? Oh, got tired of listening to me cough? I've been coughing the whole time you've known me, honey. That's true. Hi, Ruth. Well, I'm going to move this out of the way and work on something else here a little bit. It's the only bad thing about trying to catch up on projects is that you don't have room to let stuff dry. Oh, no, 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 don't fall off. Those are kind of fragile snowflakes. I don't want them on the hit the floor and bust. I've been working in my pocket journal. I mean, my pocket altered book. This is the International Dessert Cookbook, and I'm making pockets in it. I've made so far. I've done this one and this, and then I did Jerry's. This is the book I did Jerry's pockets in. I haven't put any images or ink or anything on these. I just used the ink pads to color them, and I wanted it to show, so that's why I did these 2 pages. I'm trying to decide if I want to add some pockets onto these pages or just leave them like that. I don't know. And then I did this one, kind of like the one I saw Janet do, and I did a couple of pockets here, and that's as far as I've gotten in that book. I've put down some of that beautiful ribbon that Tanya sent me, and I'm going to do some of those pleated pocket things that I saw Janet doing on these pages. I think I'm going to do one that pleats like this, from a corner, and then one that's like a tuck spot. That's what I'm thinking right now. So I want to work on that. Hi, Tanya. I was just talking about my pretty ribbon you sent me. Doesn't it look gorgeous on that paper? I love it. This is my pocket journal. Hi, Becky. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I have to show y'all what I got in the mail today from Becky. It's so cute. This was her pick 10 from last week. And she wanted me to see what brown took her so long. And I think she's talking about all the pieces of paper bag that she put all over it. Is that what you were talking about, Becky? Was that the brown that took so long to dry? Anyway, I like the whatever this ribbony stuff is that she put on there too. It's not paper bag. What is it? Oh, so this under here's, I knew this was a fiber ribbon, but I thought this down here was paper bag. So the fiber ribbon was your brown stuff. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I love it, all of how the colors gathered up on top of it. Oh, that's drop paper. Okay, cool. Anyway, it's beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, goodness gracious. This may not be a good night for me, y'all. Oh, I also got my my ATC coins from Judas Umfleet today, so I'm going to open those and show them off too. I love the envelope. To cover up our addresses, I just used a gold Sharpie. I thought it would fit right in with the other stuff that she had on there. Oh, look at these. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's all vintagey. I love vintagey. Is that open? It does. Look at this. It opens. Don't say I wish, say I will. I love these. Is this one open too? Oh no, this one has. Look at this. It has a paper clip on it. And a tag. Oh, these are adorable. I love these. Look at that. Those are so cute. I'll have to post a picture in the group. But that's not all. She sent some other goodies in here too. Let's see. What else she sent? Ooh, look at that ribbon. That's beautiful. And some printouts. Isn't that pretty? Those would be pretty on a page. I like that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And here's some Thanksgiving napkins. And let's see, she's put some other goodies in here. Hi, Sue. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Holly. I missed you a minute ago, but I'm glad you're here. Is there anybody else I've missed? I hope not. I hate missing people. It upsets me. Look at that. That's pretty. Oh, this looks like it's a tag kit. It's got everything you need to make a tag. Some fiber and paper and chipboard and a focal point and some words. How cute is that? That's a great idea. I love it. I love it. I hope you see this, Judy, but if you don't, I'm going to post a picture in the group. Hi, Gloria. I'm glad you're here. Let me get this out of the way. That is a great idea, isn't it? Okay, well, I thought I was going to work on these, making the pockets for this one. I was thinking about using some of my painty papers, but these are painty papers I got out to work on my houses for the altered book I'm doing with Jerry. Got too many projects going on. There's my first page. There's the beginning of the second page. And then I did my third page in here. So I'm kind of all over the place with that one, but I wanted to work on the houses there too. But I want to make these some of these pockets while I'm thinking about it. Hi, Mark. I'm glad you're here. Here with all the potato heads. Let me find. I should have book paper somewhere. Oh, just a second. Okay, I think I'm going to use this for my for my, what do you call those? Yeah, I came on a little bit early. Sorry, I didn't mean to make everybody jump in quick. I just thought I was here. I would go ahead because I had some things I wanted to work on. I'm trying to figure out how to do one of these pages. Now, I watched her do some straight ones, but I haven't. Oh, see, this one's going to be, well, that'll be interesting. I didn't even think about that happening. And I may be making my gathers too. I mean, my pleats too. I thought that would be cute. Doesn't really go, the colors don't really go together. But would that be better? Hi, Nefra, Nefrakit. I don't know how to say your name, and I can't remember your other name. But I'm glad you're here. I think I'm gonna I may do that on a different page because it doesn't really go with that. I'm just gonna stick it in here because that didn't work out like I wanted it to. I thought it would look pretty with this, but it really doesn't. Oh, that's a bummer. The blue-green would work great. Okay. Well, I'm trying to remember how you do it to make like a fan. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Pat. Okay. I got to try to remember that. Pat's a lot easier for me to say. Oh. Okay. This is too big too. I'm trying to remember. Well, this may not work. I was trying to make it fan shaped. Maybe that's what I'm wanting to do. No, because that makes my edges not fit together. See, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to just put this up and do something else. Okay, obviously my brain is not working today because I can't figure this out. What am I doing wrong? Somebody tell me. Hi, Joan. Hi, Katrina. Okay, we're just going to start out, see if I can make this work. Just doing the regular back and forth like we do. I don't know if this will work. You know, I used to make those little fans all the time and it was no big deal. Now when I want to make one, I can't figure it out. Hi, Mitz. Yeah, I have a scoreboard. I just don't have space on my table to use it right now. Isn't that terrible? Okay, I'm going to have to just fold this when it's all wonky and everything, and then I'll cut it to be the shape I want it to be. How's that? Okay, see, I was thinking it would be kind of like this, and that's not going to work because it will be puffy like that, but it won't be, it won't lay down like I want it to. So let's see if we can take it now and do the, now that we've got it folded some. Okay, let's go there a little bit. I want it like that. Right there. That's what I want. Now, how do I make that happen? I'm trying to make I'm trying to make a one of those folded pocket things, but make it shaped like this. And this looks pretty, but I'm not sure how to make it, you know, stay on my go on my page. Any ideas? So my idea, you know, was just to have it right here in the corner. But I don't know how to do that other than just this. And let's see if this will work. I don't know. Okay. The problem is now getting everything to stay put. I have an idea. I have an idea. Hi, Allie. Hi, Lori. I'm glad you're here. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I thought I might just use this tiny attacher here, and now I got to get this. Oh no, that. We'll just use it as decoration. Go all the way across it, even though it yeah, it doesn't need it on this side, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Okay. Now then I can put that down. and hopefully it'll stay put. Ah, glued, stapled, and taped them. Yeah, we're going to make sure they stay put. And here's our leftover paper. We've got to do something with that eventually. Okay, here's some of this tape. I'm going to put it on here, and I don't know if it'll be enough or not. So I may put glue here and tape there and hope that'll work. Let's see. Well, I got the tape on there. That's an accomplishment. Let's do this side. Then we'll see if it'll stay. I just glued it down with Mod Podge. I thought it would I thought it might dull it, but it didn't. But I just put Mod Podge down on the page and stuck it down and then put Mod Podge on top of it. I couldn't think of anything else, any other way to get it on there, to stay put. Hi, Eva. I'm glad you're here. It's so good to see all of you guys. I had a busy day trying to get a project done, and there was a little part of me that was thinking, I don't really want to live stream tonight. I just want to curl up and do nothing. But I'm glad I didn't give in to that. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, I didn't quite get that one over far enough. Okay, I think that's cute. You just stick something in it like that. So, yay! I like that. That's a good addition to my book. It looks. I forgot I was doing these colors to go with this, but well, let's see what else we can find to go with this side, because I want to do one over here that's shaped differently. Kind of like this one, I guess, except bigger. Like that one, but bigger. So let me find another paper. Just a second. I could do that one since I used something else for my December daily book. I can use these papers. I kind of like that with it, I think. Okay. Hi, Tasha. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I think that's a great thing, Tasha. I only have one problem with it. And that is when it says premiere, you think, oh, I've got to do something really fantastic um, to be worthy of that title. And it can't be just my normal old stuff. And maybe I'm just being silly, but that's kind of how I feel when I see that. Oh, I really like that side. I hate to. Well, there'll be some of it left. So, okay, I'm going to get out my scoreboard for this one. See if it's really helpful. If I can. Oh, I almost tripped over my heating pad cord. Okay, here's the scoreboard. See, no space. Let me find the bone folder. Alrighty. I'm going to stand up and do this. Oh, I jumped the track. I'm not even doing them all the same. I probably should have cut the edge I wanted before I started doing this. Yeah. Can't read chat while I'm doing this. I'm probably missing something really cool, important y'all are talking about. Okay. Okay, I'm going to look at chat here for a second, and then I'll get back to this. Okay. Hi, Ruby. I'm glad you're here. I'm trying to do this ruffled pocket pages thing. This is not wanting to, even with my score lines, it's not wanting to bend very good. I guess because of all the paint. The scoring just goes right back out of it. But we're going to persevere here. It definitely folds easier one direction than it does the other direction. Okay, we're getting there. I'm finally figuring it out here. It's kind of like the sewing machine today. It's been so long since I tried to sew anything. I sewed when I was pregnant with my son. I sewed maternity clothes, and then I have sewed very little since then until today. And except and he was born 19 and a half years ago. So, well, 19 and a third years ago. Hi, Spanky. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Well, this is folding up to be not very big, isn't it? I think it'll be big enough for the page, but I thought it would be bigger than that. I guess I should have, well, I don't know what I should have done to make it bigger. Maybe not scored, maybe not had my scoring so close together. That might have made it, bigger. Okay, let's see. Come here, do what you're supposed to do. No. What did I do wrong? Well, it is just what it is here. I think I'll leave it like that on that side. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now I'm going to staple these together. Maybe I can get it to stay put. Oh, I'm so sorry, Spanky. Okay. There's that. That's why you tape the back. Yeah, I can understand. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty, isn't it? And it curved on me down here too. Hmm. I think I kind of like it curved, but that doesn't work on my page. Maybe I can. Okay. That would make a pretty lampshade. It sure would. Okay. I'm going to do this across the back. Okay. So should I put it on the bottom? I'm going to cut this off, or on the side, or on the inside. What do you think? Maybe I should go ahead and cut it off so we can see what it really looks like. Fold. Okay. That's I think I'm going to put it right there. Like that. And I'm going to glue down this side and this side too. And then it'll be whatever it is because, oh, let's, just for fun, let's go ahead and put some staples on the sides. And on this side, just for looks. Okay. Now we'll put the tape on there. And of course, I tore the tape too long. Let's see if we can. There we go. There it is. Here we go. We'll put this on this side. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. This is an altered book. And now they're not going to lay down flat. We have to reform them a little bit to get them to lay down flat. All right, here's the bone folder. Let's just fix them. There we go. We'll make it work. Okay, now then, I'm going to cut the bottom off where it was too crooked, and then I'll restaple through the page. At least that's my plan. We'll see if that'll work. Okay, there we go. So we got some fan pockets on those pages. Yeah, this was a international dessert cookbook, and I'm just making a pocket book out of it. So everything I'm doing in here is pockets, and then I'll go back and make a bunch of tags to go in it. That's why I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and put pockets on these two pages. I know Jerry didn't have pockets on these two pages in her book, but since all of mine are pockets, I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah, and I may do that later. I don't know. Right now, I kind of like that industrial look mixed in with this. So there's a page finished in that book. So I'm actually accomplishing something tonight. That's good. Oh, let's go back to our tags real quick, um, and see if that paint has dried enough I can work on them. I think it has. Let's get a. Uh-oh. That one got kind of stuck to the. I have them up hanging from my clothesline that I use for our jelly plate, and so all right. Now let's glue these on here. I'm trying to decide. I'm not very good at this design work, you know, what I need to leave room for words, and I need to punch holes. Let's punch holes first so we can not be guessing where the holes are going to be. Okay. I'm still kind of guessing when I punch them though if they're going to be in the right place or not, but close enough, I hope. Okay. Now I do want to put, I thought I've got this other kind of blingy little things too. Where did I put those? Oh, here they are. These that I thought I would put on there. Hi, Heather. Well, thank you, Heather. I feel like I make everything too matchy matchy, even when I don't really like matchy matchy because I don't know how to do it any other way. Okay, I think I'm gonna glue those just like that. Let me find my glue now. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Heather. But it's kind of hard to get glue on these little things. You want it in enough places it'll attach, but you don't want it to gloop out all over the place. Don't want to break them trying to get them to stick down. I did that the first time I tried to put one on something and broke one of the little prongs off, and that was not happy. I want to show y'all um, some stuff I got at the thrift store, but I want to get this done first. Uh-oh. Got glue on top of this one. I know it'll dry clear, but still would rather not have it on there. Yeah, these are wood. These are wooden. I just painted them that dark blue. I thought it would be um, fun on there to have. I like dimensional stuff. But one of the things it said was I didn't know for sure if these qualified, so I got some more stuff. One of the things you have to do is have some bling. So I got some of these so that I would have some bling. Because I wanted to fulfill everything I was supposed to fulfill on these. So well, that's what I was thinking, Sue. That's exactly what I was thinking. What I'm trying to decide is, do I just put two little ones here? Or I think I'll put three. Put that one there. I think I want another silver one here. So kind of like that. And then I just need to add words and ribbon. Oops. Blue. Does that look good? I got these at Joann's today, and I looked and looked for to get these. That it's hard. It's not real easy to find the little snowflake stickers. Or were you talking about the wooden ones? I got the wooden ones at Michael's. I got the wooden pieces at Michael's, and then I got these little blingy things here at Joann's. I'm trying to not make them all exactly the same. I like the silver ones better than the white ones, I think. But I've already got white ones on there, so. Well, I hope so, Sue. When you're new in a group, you always don't know what other people in that group do. So you don't know if your stuff is, a good match or not. But this is what I'm doing. And I haven't decided yet for sure what ribbons I'm going to use. I've got some white lace and some blue kind of furry, for lack of a better term. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to put this silver one over here because I ended up with the one that fell off. And I kind of like two silver ones and one white one. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and let this one have two white ones. That way I won't waste one. Okay. That's all we're going to do on that project. I'm doing pretty good, getting some stuff done. Makes me happy. Anyway, I like those. I have to add words and ribbons, and they'll be ready to go. Now, where can I set them where they won't get messed up? Okay. Hi, Beverly Hills. I'm glad you're here. Do you have another name you'd rather us call you? I wanted to cut out my houses for this one, but our pick 10s take a long time, so I'll say that for another day. That's something I can work on in my recliner while I'm watching TV with my husband. So it's okay if it doesn't get done tonight. One of the things I wanted to do was show y'all some stuff that I got. And I had said in my Facebook group that if you wanted to join the fabric square swap and you didn't have a fabric journal, and so you were hesitating because of that, to come to the live tonight, and I might have a solution for you. I found these little books at Tuesday morning, and let me get my fabric square, my 6-inch square, so you can see how they'll work. Okay, here's the square I made for the swap. You see, it'll fit right on there. So you could use the square you get in this swap, you know, to make your cover, or you could use it. You could make your own cover and use it inside. Come on. I think these rings are really too big, personally, for this. So I would swap them out for smaller rings. I can see why these didn't sell. But anyway, you know, you could put one in here. Now, these are a little bit too big for these pages, but you've got a front and a back and 2 insides that are all 6-inch. And then you could do your own stuff on these other pages that are inside. This is, let me find a place to put that. I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, this tag on here says that they were originally $17. So it's no wonder that they're at Tuesday morning for $1.99, because nobody's going to pay $17 for that. But well, there you go. You can lay it down and you can use it like this. But I still think smaller rings might work better. But they might not if you fill it up very much. Anyway, I bought 2 of them. If I've got anybody who feels like they would want one of these journals in order to do the swap, I would be glad to send you one. The fabric squares, well, I'm picking partners. Sign-ups are, you have to sign up before November 1st. I'm picking partners and by the 5th, and I'll be telling you who your partners are on the 5th. But you don't have to send them out until about the 15th or 20th or something like that of November. So you've got some time. Yeah, the book was $1.99. So would you like one, Sherry? I can send you one. If you want to do the swap, I'll send you one. That's what I bought them for. Did you sign up for the swap, Sherry? You still could. You didn't. You could do it right now if you want to. Danny wants one. Okay, thank you for telling me. Okay, Danny, I'll send this one to you. And then Sherry, if you want this one, I will send it to you. Okay. Let me write names on there so I don't forget. I just want to make sure that, you know, people could play if they want to. Danny and Sherry. All right. I think I have both of y'all's addresses, so that's good. I will try to get these out this week so you'll have them. So make sure you've signed up for the swap. If you haven't, go do that. Not right this minute, but tomorrow. Now where do I put these so I won't forget that I've got them? No, I'll put them over here with the fabric I'm going to send out. Where did I put that? Okay. Now then, I found a couple of other things that you're very welcome. Both of you are very welcome. I found some other things. I found these at the library book sale. They're all Christmas um, little golden books that I thought would make great Christmas junk journals. And I'm going to be selfish and I'm going to keep 3 of them. But I've got these 3. If somebody wants to make a Christmas junk journal, I have 3 of these that I could share. I know the little drummer boy is one of my very favorite stories, and that's why I chose that one. And then I chose this one because it was the oldest one. Um, and I just thought the little people on that one were adorable. But I've got 3 more. Okay. Okay. Sherry and Eva said they would like to have one. If we have several people who want it, we can do a drawing. I can pick a number and y'all can pick a number. Um, so, okay. Let's just a second here. Okay. Okay. It was good to see you, Sue. You have a great evening too. Okay. Um, Jen was specific. She wants the night before Christmas. So let me write her name down on that one. Where did I put the? I got to have some somewhere. There we go. Okay. Okay. So Jen Yates wants this one, and Eva was the first one to say she wanted one. So which one of the other 2 do you want, Eva? I'm afraid I'm missing people. The Christmas Story. Okay. Okay. Now, did I miss somebody else who said they wanted one? I've got this one left. The biggest, most beautiful Christmas tree. Oh, you're very welcome, Jen. I'm doing Christmas in November. I've got Jen's and Eva's addresses too. Did somebody else want this one? Oh, Sherry. Okay. Okay. And Linda said she would want one. Okay. I'm going to give this one. Did you want this one specifically, Linda? Because I will also give this one away so that you and Sherry can both have one if you don't care which one you get. No, it's okay. If you want one, I would love for you to have one. Sherry, would you be okay? Which one do you want, Sherry? And I'll give Linda the other one. And Facebook keeps giving me notices and I can't see. Sherry wants Jingle Bells. Okay. All righty. And I'll send this one to Linda. Okay, Linda, I'm not sure if I have your address. I know I have everybody else's. But are you in my group on Facebook? Oh, well, cool. Well, if you're in my group on Facebook, put your address in the happy mail, or you can just private message me on Facebook, Lisa Conway on Facebook. If you're in my group, you'll have my you can do that, and that way I can send it to you because I need your address. I have everybody else's addresses. All righty. If you're a subscriber, Beverly Hills, you're welcome to join my Facebook group. I do limit it to subscribers, but if you're a subscriber, if you're not, you can subscribe right now and then you can join. Janet, would you post the link, please, so that she can join if she wants to? Okay. Well, that was fun. I like giving stuff away. These were the two I was going to keep for myself. But these are the only two that I have left. Great, Sherry. Yeah. If you want one of these, Holly, I'll give it to you. Oh, I don't mind. I'm going to keep one. I don't know that I would do two anyway. I tell you what, I'm going to keep the boy with the drum, and I will send you Rudolph. Okay? Okay, thanks, Linda. Oh, this is my Christmas present to y'all. So when I found those, I knew I was looking for one for me. And then when I found them, I was like, oh, I have to get these. I couldn't find them anywhere else, but at the library book sale, the library book store, they have a little store in our library, and they put things that are in good shape in there and sell them. And these were $1 a piece, and so that was really neat to be able to get them for that. And they're in pretty good shape, so I know they're usable. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Oh, I'm so glad you joined, Beverly Hills. Thank you, Pat. All right. Well, that was fun. Now then, this may be what I use for my December daily book next year. I wanted to show you a few other things I got real quick. I got this, and let me see if I can find that book. I thought it would be cute on. I'm not sure that it will fit, but I thought it would be really cute on this book. So let's look and see. And I know it won't fit if I put the whole thing on there, but I thought I could rearrange it a little bit. We'll see if I'm right. Well, come on. See, I can take this. Maybe I can't. I thought I could let this hang like that. Well, I can go ahead and leave this on there if I do that. Anyway, I thought that would be really cute, and I can find something else to hang off of here. I thought I would hang him off of there. I think I may do that anyway. Let's put him up there and see. Let's see if I can get it to weave its way on there. Stretch those out a little bit. Well, there we go. Kind of have to finagle it. Everything's wire, and so it's and I think I'll just take this and let it kind of be a ground for her to stand on. So kind of like that. Oh, that'll be so cool, Linda. I'm so glad. That'll be fun. If you don't mind, I would love to see it. If you'd post in the group the pictures of what you do, I would love to see it. Yeah, they're old enough to appreciate it, aren't they? Oh. Too stinking cute. That's right. Okay. Now then I got to figure out how to put it on there. It's metal. I'm not sure my glue will be strong enough. Anybody got ideas of how to I can't decide where it fits, where it shows up the best. Over here or over here. E6000. Okay. I'm going to make a video to tell people, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what I decided to do with this book. I am going to do my December dailies in the blue book, but I decided I'm going to make this one into a thrift store Christmas book. What made me decide that was I saw, okay, go away, little thing. Okay. I saw Joan, she replied to my video, and I deleted that video accidentally today. So all those comments everybody made that I was going to try to remember are gone. Anyway, Joan said to put like Christmas wrapping paper and ribbons and stuff like that in it. And that made me think about, you know, I've got all this stuff that I've gotten at thrift stores that's Christmassy, and I don't use it because I'm saving it for something, you know. And so I decided that's what this book's going to be. I'm going to put the stickers and the wrapping paper and all the little bits of Christmassy junk I found at the thrift store to use in a journal. I'm going to put that stuff in this journal. So everything that's in here will be stuff I got at the thrift store. Even the papers inside it and the black thing and the bag, everything so far has come from the thrift store. So this is going to be my thrift store Christmas junk journal, I guess. Anyway, I think, yeah, saving it for something day. That's right. I'm bad about that. So this is going to be save it no more day. Oh, you go have a great rest tonight, Spanky. Thanks for dropping in. Anyway, that's my plan for this. Okay, somebody said put something behind her on the red side, a mat or something. I'm trying to think what I might have that would look good but wouldn't cover up too much of the background, because I really like the background. I'll think about it. I may just use E6000 and glue it down, but I'm not going to do it tonight because that stuff really smells strong. And oh, looky here. Here's another one. That was probably hanging off of this side. Well, we may just hang it from this too. If I can get it to go on. Well, I got that other one to go on there pretty easily, but this one's not. I've either forgotten what I did. Okay, now that's weird. Come on. This is Lisa struggles through crafting night. Nothing's gone as easily as I thought it should. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Metallic tissue. Ooh, that does sound interesting. And I think I have some. Let me look real quick. Just a second. Let's see. I think I have some down in here somewhere. Okay. That's way too pink. Okay. This is really a dark pink. It's not really It's not really red, but it looks red on there. Here's some gold tissue paper. Let's see what we can do with that. I can get this shut again. There we go. Oh, good night, Ruth. Thanks for dropping in. Let's see if we can. Well, come on. I have to mess with the metal hangers to get these things to lay just right. What do you think? Like that? Oh, thanks, Belinda. Well, I tell you, most of that tissue came either from Dollar Tree or from the thrift store. Um, and this gold, I'm not positive which one of the two it came from, but most everything came from one of those two places. Do you think, is that kind of what you had in mind, Belinda? Is this kind of what you had in mind when you were talking about tissue? Or would you do something different? Belinda. Is that too much? Um, do y'all think that's too much tissue, or do you think that's good? I was gonna say, did everybody go away? Okay, Holly likes it. She stayed. Eva stayed. So, all right. Well, I will do that. And then when I make my next video where I talk about it, I'll show you. But a little smaller around her legs. Okay. Well, see, I need y'all to tell me. Thank you, Tanya. I can't do it neatly, so. Or something more transparent. Yeah. I was trying to think what I might have that would be more transparent but still be metallic, and I don't know of anything. You think she looks better just against the background? Everybody says no tissue. Okay. Well, that's kind of how I felt too. So it must be the right thing to do. It was fun to try it though. You never know until you try things. I thought I was going to do a lot of things, and when I got right down to it, I decided not to. And we would have never known if we didn't try it. We would have never known that wasn't the best plan. I would have always wondered, see. Okay, now get back in there. Okay. I even got the box at the thrift store for 50 cents. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I'm going to leave her there and I will glue her down later. Like I said, I don't want to put that smelly stuff in here right now. Okay, I got to show y'all a couple of other things I got while I was doing my thrift store shopping. I got these ribbons for 50 cents a piece, and they're not transparent, but a little bit kind of translucent. You know, you could see book pages and things through them, which is why I bought them. I thought that would be fun. Tanya got me all inspired when she found that other ribbon. And all of these are like that. So I got those for 50 cents a piece that I'll be using during my Christmas stuff. And I thought this would be cute on a Christmas page. Some of these little kids in their jammies. A Christmas morning page or something. Oh, I put her away. Sorry, just a second. That's how she looks over there. And then this is how she looks over here. And we could stick her right kind of halfway in the middle. My tendency is to stick her in the middle. But red side. Okay, I'm going to put her right here. But I'm not going to do it now. Okay. I got 2 votes for red, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now then, I want to show you a couple of things and see if any of you have ever seen this before. This was just some other Christmas stuff for Christmas that I found. Have any of you ever seen this before? It's called bark wood roll. It's real wood, but it's not a real wood grain. It's been printed. The wood grain has been printed on there. It's got an adhesive backing. It's called rustic birch. But it says it's to use. It says, where does it say? Great for crafting, scrapbooking, window signage. Used with die cutters, rotary cutters, plotters. Printing capabilities include inkjet, offset, flexo, silkscreen, digital, and letterpress. Can also be stamped, written on, and more. Perfect for projects big and small. Sticks to smooth and soft curved surfaces such as windows, computers, mirrors, or most home appliances. So, I've never seen anything like this before, but it was at the thrift store and it had been clearanced wherever it was, $2.97 at some point, but they sold it for $2 at the thrift store. And I had to have it. There were 2 of them and they're the same thing, except I think this one's not quite as dark as that one. They're just a little bit different shades. In the print computer screen, they almost look the same. But this one's a little tanner and that one's a little bit greener. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but they were really interesting. I'm going to roll them up together and just put them in one tube so I don't have to have 2 tubes sitting around. But I never even knew that something like that existed till I found it at the thrift store. So good night, Belinda. I would love to see you again next week. Yeah, I like the knot holes. I just thought it was really cool. Hi, Bootsy. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, well, when you need to go to bed, you just go. We sure understand that, but we're glad you're here for a few minutes. And then I found this also for $2. I'm assuming this is something to do plaster of Paris or sculpting or something with. Does anybody know? Because I don't know. Do I need to open it up better so you can see what it looks like? Becky says yes. So I'm not going to open it up then. So it is for paper mache sculpting. Anyway, I just thought it'd be cool texture to put in art journals. And there's a ton of it, but it really does get all over you. So good night, Pat. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you joined my Facebook group. Cast material. Okay. Well, it may be for casting a broken limb. I hadn't thought about that. I just thought it was interesting. That it might go good on mixed media something. So we will see. Yeah. If you add water, it'll glue down. Anyway, we may play with that next week, maybe. Maybe we'll do something with that next week, if I remember. But I thought there's a lot of it there, and if I like it, I might not have another chance to get some more. So oh, okay. That's all my show and tell stuff. Now we're ready to do a pick 10. Let me clean this off because that got all over it. I need to change my underpaper. I cut it over here, cutting out the pattern for my son's boots. And I was like, well, okay, I guess that's done with. Let me dry this off a little bit. That's how your house got filled with stuff. Yeah. Well, my house is filled with stuff too, and my studio is filled with stuff. In fact, I'm contemplating taking a week off next week and just trying to clean some stuff out and reorganize so I can not get depressed every time I can't get to something. Thanks. This is a vinyl wallpaper. It's just really boring, kind of a yellowish gold color like this right here. And I just thought, it won't, if it gets wet, it's not going to dissolve. And so I just put that on here and I've just been painting all over it. So no, I think that's great. If I had lottery tickets, I would use them. I would use it. All right. I need to find a book to work in. Just a second. Actually, I changed my mind. I think I'm going to work on. Oh, I forget this has. All right, let me cut this a little bit and get it into something I can work with, and then it will be my page for tonight. I'm just not in the mood to worry about trying to make it into a page. We'll just make a background. That way I can just have fun with it and not worry about it turning into something or not. I really like that. We'll just let that be on the, oh, that's really big, isn't it? Maybe I don't want something that big. Okay, let me go ahead and cut it here. And I'll leave that alone. And I'll just work on this. There we go. Okay. Pick 10. Mary, are you still here? Who's going to play along? Joan and Danny and Becky are playing along. Anybody else? Linda, Joan, Becky, Danny, Linda, Tasha. Okay. And Sherry. All right. Okay. Let's start with number 1. Number 1 says, use a jelly print. If you don't have a jelly print, any kind of painting paper will work. Oh, okay. I understand, Mary. Are you going to play along now that we're playing, or are you going to keep working on your swaps? And Ruby's playing. Eva's going to be the cheerleader. That's good. I enjoy cheerleaders, but I'm sorry your tummy hurts. Okay. Use a jelly print. You can use it for whatever you want. You can put it over your whole background, cover it, make that your background, or you can collage it, or I don't know what all. Well, actually, this is a jelly print, so there you go. I'm just going to use this. How's that? So, well, good. So we have 9 plating and playing, and then Dawn's going to play, so she maybe makes 10. So this is going to be my jelly print, and it just happened to be on the card I was going to use. So, a painted paper is any paper that you painted on. You can paint on it with a jelly plate, which is, this was done on the jelly plate, or you can paint, painty paper. You can, any paper that you've painted on. So if you don't have any jelly prints, you can, and if you don't have any painty papers, you can just slap some paint down on a paper and call it your jelly print painty paper and start with that. So you can make one if you don't have one. Oh, I think my heating pad just went off. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Gloria. Yeah. Brayer or sponge or fingers. You can put paint on it any way you want. But a lot of us have papers that have paint on them already. And so that's why it says use jelly print. But it could be any kind of painty paper. If you don't have what what it says, just use the closest thing you can find and don't worry about it. This isn't supposed to limit you. I mean, I don't want it to keep you from playing along and enjoying it. So the most important part is just to have fun with it and think outside the box, do something a little different than you might have thought of on your own. So and when you get when you've used your jelly print, however you're going to use it, um, let us know when you're ready so we'll know when to move on. Have to, for those of you who are not playing, I'll show you something while we're waiting. If you're playing along, you don't have to look. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I got this old wrapping paper at the thrift store, and I made paperclip things with it. I just put some cardstock underneath here, and then glued the wrapping paper on top of it to put in my December daily journal. I thought those were cute. And then this was made with well, let me show you. I got this also at the thrift store for $2.59. And I made some of these paper clips with this part of this print. I mean, of this paper, but I gave those away, so I don't have any of those. But I'm going to make me some too, like that. I just haven't done it yet. I sent those in my my coin swap thing, but there were some envelopes in there, and then there were these things that you're just supposed to, stick down onto something. And so I just cut out cardstock. I'll just show you while we're waiting for everybody to get ready. I cut just slightly inside so it wouldn't show. And then, well, where's the thing? Oh, and then I took this off. Some of them came off real easy and some of them didn't. This one is a doesn't. Well, it's not being very cooperative. Well, I'm just gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna cover it up anyway. Let me get a paper clip here. And then what I did was just take this, yeah, and just slide it like that. You need something, honey? You still have your thread out here? My thread? Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Okay. And then I just took this. Oh, it was a foam sticky thing that you could just stick it on stuff. And that's what I took off of it. So it would not be on there. Yeah, the puffy sticky back stuff. And then I just took this glue. I really love this glue. It's Art Glitter is the brand. And this is pretty much the same thing I did for these. It was just a different stuff on top. And then I just stuck this on it. Then I kind of let the backing paper bend so it'll stick down all around that paper clip. And that leaves the front part smooth. I figured that part out after I did these, and I smoothed it down, this paper down, and so it's all wrinkly because you can see the paper clip under it. Of course, this is thicker stuff too, so it resists a little bit better. But I thought those turned out really cute. You can do these with, you know, anything. Now let me scoot these over so I can get that one to fit in there. Anyway, I thought those would be cute. Little embellishments for Christmas journals. And there were more than 4 kinds of houses. I just took one part of it like this, and then I took out the ones that shone up the best or whole and put them on here. So that was a fun project to do. That was something I could do while I was sitting in the living room in my recliner, watching TV with my husband. Okay, 7 people are ready. That's not enough. We will wait a little longer. Just trying to think if there's anything else I have to share while we're waiting. Me too. I love my page already too, Mary. You gotta love it. If it's got a jelly print on there, it's good. You know, that's all it takes sometimes. I guess I could show the people who haven't watched my other video since it got deleted. Show you the book I'm going to use for my December dailies. This was one of Shannon Green's vinyl billboard, you know, fused vinyl things. And I just jelly printed on it. And that's the outside, and there's the inside. And you may have been here and seen me do that. And then I found this scrapbook paper, and I never buy scrapbook paper except at the thrift store. But this was just too pretty, and so I had to buy it. Anyway, I set it up to do the November days here, the day before Thanksgiving until the end of November. And then December 1 through 25 in these two, or 26, I think. And then 27 through January 1st in these pages. So that's how I'm planning to use it. And I'll be doing videos. I don't know if I'll do videos every single day, but that's how I'm going to use this one. I got a book. Let me find it. Called Prayers and Promises for Christmas. And so I'm going to use some of these scriptures in here, and it's going to be, you know, art and scripture and stuff. Most people do it like a scrapbook, and they journal about all the fun things they did during the Christmas holidays. When my kids were little, that would have been great fun. But right now that I'm not going to be putting a bunch of pictures and stuff like that in it. So I'm going to do scriptures instead. Absolutely, Allie. I need to finish stuff before I start more too, but I can't manage to do it. I just keep on finding new fun things I want to do. I absolutely understand. You see, there are a lot of us like that. Um, that's why we watch each other's videos, because we want more new ideas. And then we go and we make our own video and say, "Oh, look what I saw so and so do," because we were so excited about it. Good for you, Becky. Good for you. Okay. How does we have one or two more that we're waiting on? I can't remember how many we had all together to begin with. Okay. I don't mind waiting. This is a time to um just enjoy time. I'm getting rid of end of year deadlines. If my projects carry over, I'm okay with that. I agree, Mary. Deadlines are not good. Oh, Danny's been ready a while. Okay. That's all right. We needed to wait on Dawn and Linda anyway, so it's no big deal. Let me go ahead and pick the next one. Sometimes the deadline takes the fun out of it. Use black and white. So you're going to add some black and white to your whatever your jelly print type page, or whatever you did with that. Now needs some black and white. So, okay. And you can do anything black and white on it. It doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to kind of doodle, because right now I can't think of anything else to do. There are a lot of things I could have done. I guess I could have put some paint down or whatever. Well, you fit right in, Allie. There's just too many fun things to do and not enough time to do them in. My daughter and I were talking today about this project we're doing for my son. A Halloween costume for him to wear to work. He has to work, and they have to dress up, and it has to be something from a fairy tale. That was the theme for this year. And so he's going to be the soldier that wears the invisibility cloak from the 12 Dancing Princesses. And so my daughter's making him the invisibility cloak. But he didn't want it to be plain like it was in the show or like it was in the book. He wanted it to be pretty. He wanted it to look like it's got energy and it's doing something to make him invisible. So it's a real pretty shimmery white and silver fabric that he chose. And then we're making him a tunic to wear under it, and some shoes, some faux leather boot things. And that's what I was working on earlier today. Well, I hope refreshing will help. I hate it when it buffers. Because there's nothing I can do about that. And I don't like there not being anything I can do. I may be taking too long on my black and won't have time for white. But I'm just going to keep working until everybody else is ready. So hopefully that'll be enough time to get a little bit of white on there. Well, I hope he does. My daughter, she's making the cloak, and it's an ambitious project for a girl who's sewn one little cloak for herself out of denim, and she's sewn a couple of pillows, and that's all she's done until this. And so she's been kind of designing it and making it out of her head. And I've been trying to give her some help, but she's really got a kind of a plan in her head, and so she doesn't really want too many suggestions. And then you've got my son who had a different idea of what she was going to do than she had. And anyway, it'll be all over Wednesday, and we'll all be happy. He'll have a pretty cool costume, and Hannah will be glad to be finished. She didn't realize, that the deadline kind of takes the fun out of it, and that's why I got started talking about this. The deadline takes the fun out of it. Mary's ready. I'm not ready, Mary. I'm gonna have to get some white on here somewhere. Okay. Linda's ready and Mary's ready. Okay. At least I'm not the only one that's not ready. It's funny. I don't I don't like y'all to have to wait on me, but I don't mind waiting on y'all. It's kind of weird. Somebody told me the other day we should give ourselves the same grace we give other people. And I don't know why we don't do that, but we tend to um think it's okay if everybody else is running a little bit behind, but it better not be me, you know. That's kind of silly. Sometimes I wonder if it's a weird kind of pride issue. I hope it's just not wanting to inconvenience anybody. But black and white washi tape, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That would be good and fast, wouldn't it? Right now, I'm thinking black and white washi tape would have been a really good plan. And I have some. But I'm also having fun doing this. So 5 are ready. No, I got at least 5 more people that can be not ready along with me. 6 are ready. Woo! Well, you weren't slow, Mary, because you were smart and you just pulled out the washi tape. I've got to quit this black and get some white on here. I think that's all I can see. So now we'll move to white. Sure, Joan, that works for me. I'm going to see if this pen will work on here. This is a Uniball Signo. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's working on my finger, so maybe it will. I'm just going to add in some white. Oh dear. I skipped that one. That would just be weird. Oh, thanks, Allie. I like the black outlines too. I'm trying to hurry with the white, so it's being messier, but I guess that's okay. We're gonna say it's okay. Let's do some more. Yeah. Well, both of those will work fine. Um, I'm just being lazy. Texture paste and gesso were either one would be great on the page. I'm just being lazy. getting to the point now where I'm going to end up getting my hand in it. Okay, who is everybody else ready? I think I've put white everywhere. I'm going to dry just a little bit. Oh, I just saw what I missed. That'll bug me if I don't do it. There we go. Okay, 9 people ready so far. All righty. Oh, there you go, Joan. That works. Painted white over your white. Okay, Danny, we know you're ready. We see you. Okay. The next one says, use gold. Use gold. You coming to show me?
Well, I realized that it would be too hard to get it down into the hem, so I just did it before I sewed it.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to cut off what would be the hem on this side. Rather than that.
Oh, come here. Bring it here and let me show them. This is the part of the cloak that Hannah's working on right now. It's kind of hard to show you, but it's going to be the collar on it. It's going to be pretty. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, prompt number 3 is use gold. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with gold. I think I may do some gold through a stencil. And I've got, let's see, too much stuff. Look at this. That's all jelly paper from jelly printing. And I can't find my stencil that I'm looking for that I think is underneath there somewhere. Okay. Maybe I'll use this and I'll just do gold, a gold border. Why not? Let's just do it. It'll be interesting. if nothing else. I think I'm going to use gold paint because it'll dry faster than the texture paste would. And I think it'll be a little bit more translucent, which will be good. Okay. Now, where did I put my thing with paint on it? I'm constantly looking for something. I'll just put some paint on here. That'll work fine. Yeah, I think she's doing a great job on it, especially for something that she's trying to translate from her head and from her brother's head into something real. But that really is translucent. I don't know if it's even going to show up. But I'm doing it. You're watching me. I'm doing it. Even if it doesn't show up. Oh, thanks. I want to say this is a Tim Holtz stencil, but I'm not positive. I'm not very good about remembering where my stencils came from and all of that. I got most of my stencils before I started doing YouTube videos, or I didn't have to tell people where I got stuff, so I didn't keep up with that stuff. I just used them and enjoyed them and didn't worry about it. Okay. Let's see if we can not mess up the other stuff we've done. Trying to get well, I kind of went off kilter there. Oh well, that's the way it is. Wow, for the first time ever, I got just enough paint out. That just never happens. That just never happens. Okay, I don't really like the way it's all crookedy, but it's okay. It's just going to have to be okay. Alrighty. Oh, cool. A bag of stamps. That's always fun. Okay, 6 people are ready. So we're doing good. Bye-bye, Miss Allie. Thank you for coming. We enjoyed having you here. Pattern for kimono. Yeah, it kind of does. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I'm trying to remember. There's a website. I've never attempted to do it, but somebody, y'all may know about it, a website where you can put your art up and people can order fabric with your art printed on the fabric. I don't know what it would cost to do that. I've never looked into it because I was afraid I might want to buy something. So, but that sounds like a cool idea. Thanks, Janet. Spoon flower. See, I knew somebody would know. I think it'd be cool, but I haven't gone over there and looked at it. Oh, that's why we have a community, so we can learn about stuff from each other. Teespring is another one. Okay. Teespring and Spoonflower. Write that down, girls. Well, that's cool, Tasha. I have a friend who puts stuff. Well, Heather. I don't know if Heather's still here. Probably not. She doesn't usually have a chance to stay very long, but she has some stuff on Spreezy. I think it's Spreezy. And you can order, her art on mugs or on tote bags or on all kinds of different things at Spreezy, which I think would be cool. I don't look there very often either because I love her art and I know I would be spending money I shouldn't spend. Yeah, that's not very cheap, is it, Mary? You'd have to be wanting it for something really special. That's all I can say. And I'd probably be too afraid to use it. I'd mess up my $35 a yard fabric, and it's that way at Teespring too. Yeah. Oh. Leggings and cell phone cases too. Yeah. I think painty paper leggings would be great. That would be really cool. Don't forget to say ready when you're ready. I know we still got a couple left. It's okay if you want your own design and if they promote your design. Yeah. Yeah. If they promoted your stuff, it would be worth doing. Um, but I think you have to promote it, and I'm not good at that. Hannah and I've thought about doing an Etsy shop, and she loves to make journals and putting some journals in there and stuff like that. But I'm not a good salesperson, so I don't know whether we'll ever do that or not. I bet they do, Tasha. All your stuff looks beautiful. And your pick 10, Tanya, or something else? Are you making something else that's stinking cute? I want to see it. Take a picture of it right now while it's stinking cute and post it. Oh, that's a good idea. Something else and you're not telling. Okay. We'll get to see someday though, right, Tanya? You'll show us someday. Another day, not today. Gonna make a video and you were going to say, oh, we made those way back when. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm looking forward to the video. Oh, me too, Tanya. I could, if I had time, I'd spend my whole day making videos because that would mean I could spend my whole day doing art. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh, you need to rejoin. Please do. Yeah, Tanya's a tease, making us wait. Yeah, just stop making beads. Yeah, yeah, don't need money. Just play. Yeah. Well, I wish I could. I wish I knew of something that I felt like I do well enough to make money off of it. But um, like's happened to Tanya, that might take some of the joy away. I don't know. It is stinking cute though, she says. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, all of our groups are a lot of fun. We have a lot of great people in all three of our groups. Well, 20 years is a long time to do anything, Tanya. It's a long time to do anything. Do you have a link or something you could put in, Tanya, where people could go to buy your beads? I would be happy for you to put it in there if you. Nine are ready. All right, we're almost there. Oh, I need to turn my bucket. See? We might have been picking in that one bucket all night long because I just wasn't paying attention. I lost my chat. Okay. Okay, thank you, Tanya. I would like to see it too. Yeah, sometimes that is neat. Becky, I've done texture paste or gesso, sometimes paint. Even if you put it on thick, you can bubble it like that and it looks cool. And sometimes it's not what you want and you're sad, but I'm glad you like it. More texture, that's right. Starts out fun and then it becomes work. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Gloria, that's why my my videos are not very professional, because I want to just enjoy doing what I do. And people who want professional videos can go watch other people. They can watch Mary. Mary does a great job. Tanya does a great job. They put head notes and footnotes and all this stuff in there. And I don't, because I don't want it to become work. My leaves have warts. Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you, Tanya. Well, I enjoy making them the way I make them, and if I had to try to make them perfect, then I wouldn't make any videos. So I'm glad you like them the way they are. I've noticed you doing that, Mary. And I'm thinking about doing some of those myself. I'm trying to get up my courage to do that. But I always, when I make a video, now I don't with the live streams because everybody's here, they see all the mistakes and everything anyway. But I usually want to watch. For some reason, I'm more nervous when I'm making a regular video than I am when I'm doing a live stream. And so I want to make sure I didn't say something stupid before I put it out there. So it's kind of weird, but I would live stream all the time if I could. Well, that too, Tanya. Is everybody ready? Did we get passed by that and I didn't see it? No, I lost chat. See, I can't even, no wonder. Oh, okay. That's true. But that would is it faster to do that? See, the only kind of editing I do, Mary, which is practically nothing, is if I stop and let something dry or whatever, then I'm doing it in Logitech, so then I just start a new one, and putting those together to make one video is the only kind of editing I really do. Other than that, mine is raw, uncut footage. I don't take little pieces out and all of that, but I do stop the video and then connect them together. So that's what I call editing. When I say I'm editing, I'm mostly just checking to make sure I didn't do something stupid and don't want to put it out at all. Okay, I think we're going to say everybody's ready. All right, Janet agrees with me. So this one says use crayon resist. To use a crayon resist, then that means you have to put something over it. And we may not be able to do that. That probably should actually be in one. Of course, whatever crayon you put on now, anything else you do might resist. Even acrylic paint might resist. But I think I'm going to just move that to the pick jar number 1, and we'll choose a different one for tonight. So sorry, Janet, we're changing it. Use a doily. Use a doily. And you can use it any way you want. You can use it as a stamp. You can use it as a stencil. You can glue it down. You can use your doily any way you want to. So y'all want to skip the doily one too? Oh, a crayon resist is where you put crayon on the paper and then you kind of paint over it like with watercolors, and the paint will slide off of the crayon. And so it resists the crayon, or the crayon resists taking the paint. And that's why it's called a crayon resist, because when you put something over the top of it, it slides right off of the wax. Did I make that make sense? Sometimes when you know what you're talking about, you don't always explain it the best way. Okay, use a doily. I have some doilies. I just got some doilies from Kendra. And I'm not sure where I put them. Because I took a picture of those doilies. I was going to post it on the website. I mean, on the Facebook group. And then I couldn't find the picture. I don't know what happened to it. But I don't think the doilies went the way of the picture. I think I've still got those somewhere here. Ooh, don't. Well, they're not where I thought they were, though. I need to find those because I want to use them in my Christmas journal. But I'm not going to take the time to find them right now. I'll use something I've got in here. Okay, here's one. It's huge. So I think I'm just going to cut out and just, well, maybe I'll use it as a stencil. I didn't think we were skipping doilies. I thought we were skipping crayon resist. If y'all want to skip doilies, we can. Tell me what you want, gang. If you want to skip doilies, we can. I was just going to use mine as a stencil. Okay, Becky's already done doilies. So let's just go ahead and do doilies. I'm wondering if I should do black. I was going to use this, but black will show up a lot more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I'm just going to use this because I already took the black sponge off. How's that for being lazy again? Okay. I'm sorry y'all have to hear me banging around. Maybe I can be a little gentler. I'm just going to do this all over the place, little bits. I'll use different pieces of the doily so I can color my doily while I'm doing it. Doily stencil's fine. That's fine too, Joan. Yes, it can be a choice. That's fine. We do that a lot of times. So you can use a crayon resist or you can use a doily. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. It's fine either way. Doesn't look very much like a doily. But it didn't say it had to look like a doily. It just said I had to use one. So let's go around here because that's torn on that side. Crayons on a doily. That sounds good. Yeah, that's tiring. There are wild cards in there, but if you don't have something, just do so whatever you want. Just call it a wild card for yourself and don't worry about it, Gloria. This is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to feel like pressure. So just for you, it can be a wild card if you don't have what it calls for. That's okay. This is for fun. It's not something to make you feel like you can't play because you don't have the right thing. All right, there's a little bit more empty space here. Let's do a little bit more right over here. Night, Tanya. Thanks for coming. I use a baby wipe to get the ink off my hands, and if that's not enough, sometimes it wears off. Sometimes alcohol will take stuff off. Sometimes Tim Holtz has a scrubby thing that will take some stuff. I don't think it'll take dye off though. I just use baby wipes. I don't. I go around with stuff on my hands quite a bit. So okay, that looks pretty weird, doesn't it? Grinch hands for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It will come off. Sometimes you think it's not going to come off and it comes off in the shower, with hot soapy water when you're washing your hair and everything. It, just it'll come off. But I have gone to the store with stuff all over my hands because I couldn't get it off, especially when I was doing alcohol inks. Oh my goodness. My hands really looked bad for a while. Here's my doily. I can use pieces of it in something. That'll look pretty, won't it, in something? I may just see if I've got any more ink on my pad, and not much. Oh well. Yeah, alcohol, sometimes it works really good and sometimes it doesn't, but sorry, I don't have anything really exciting to or profound to say while we're waiting. I feel like I should be sharing or something, till everybody's ready, but I'm just not very brilliant today. Seven ready. Okay, I have a question for you to think about while everybody's finishing getting ready. I need to do some destashing, and that is very, very, very difficult for me because I like to do so many different things that almost everything has a use. What kind of criteria would you use when you're destashing? And when you do it, what do you do with the stuff you destash? There's my question. See if anybody has any good answers for me. Well, my problem, Mary, is I don't have any more storage. We live in an old house and it has very little closet space. The basement is too damp to store, papers and fabrics and things, books and things like that down there very well. And that's our real storage place besides what I'm using for my studio. Some sell it, some donate it, some give it away, raffle it off. Yeah. Um, if I had, money to pay postage, I could fix up junk journal kits for and give them away, to anybody who wants them, and I would love to do that. But postage, um, when you do a bunch of stuff like that, the postage kind of eats you up. Yeah, and I've got some things that I'm planning to send to her. I'm just not sure. And I know she could probably use just about anything, but I don't want to send her. I don't know how much to. I could. I could just do a video for the group and say, if you're willing to pay postage, I'll send you this stuff. Now that's an idea, Jackie. The only problem is I'm so busy with my own kids and the other things that I do that oh, I would love to do that. I would love to go up to the hospital, work with the kids up there and have them do art and stuff like that. I don't have time that I could dedicate to that um right now while I'm still homeschooling my kids. Well, my daughter, my son's through, but um of course, after you get rid of it, you find you could use it. Exactly. And I've done that so many times. That's what makes me gun shy now, Gloria, is because I've given things away. And then, you know, well, that's possible. Um, but my daughter's in high school, and it's kind of hard to get all that work done with the other things that she's already doing. Yeah. Well, one thing, I'll give you an example. I love collecting images from old torn up books or books I got at the thrift store or magazines or whatever. So I've got boxes of images. Um, and but I still love finding them and collecting them. And I would love to give away some of those images. Um, so I might just say, here's a box and it's full of who knows what. It'd be a grab bag kind of thing. But I love doing collage and glue booking. And so um so I know I will use images, but I don't think I'll use, 8 boxes full. But back a couple of years ago when I was really not feeling well, I could take apart magazines and books and collect images, but I couldn't really do a whole lot else. And so I've got a ton, because that was what I could do. Um, and now I just need to use them. But there's so many other things to do too. What was that book you get the images out of? Um, yeah, flat rate box is the thing I thought of. I have got images out of so many different kinds of books, Holly, I can't even tell you. Out of National Geographics, out of um, I mean, then they're all mixed together. I like mixing them in a box. So when I pull out a box, there's all kinds of things in it. I don't have to dig through and try to find the right box. There's just stuff, that you could do. Um, I've got lots of, I've got lots of, I've got lots of images from old books about certain places or, um, you know, archaeological stuff or, you know, a lot of kind of things like that that oh, the Thrift Store Reader's Digest. Hmm. I'm trying to think what I showed last week. Oh goodness. Oh, just a second. I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about this book that I'm painted in? Is that the book you're talking about? No, because that wasn't images. Oh, oh goodness. I can't think. I'm okay. Well, I'll fix some I can fix up some flat rate boxes and I wish, Holly, I could think of what. Danny, I'll be glad to fix you up a box of images, but they would be a little bit of everything because that's kind of how I did them. I wanted them, so I didn't want them sorted. I wanted them where I could just pull out a box and do whatever I wanted. Burgundy or brown cover. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I can't think of what that was. And I was getting images out of it. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like there's a bunch of you. So, um, I tell you what, my email is talk to me, TALKTOME, talk to me. Let me write it down. It's on the bottom of my video. Um, talk to me at dlc96.com. If you will, if those of you who want a box, email me and tell me which flat rate box you want. And I will fix you up some boxes, and then you can just pay for the postage. If you'll pay the postage, I'll send them to you. And if you want to pay a little extra, that's up to you. But I'll send them to you for the postage. It's not a 3, Janet. It's talk to me. Okay, I gotta figure out what that book was. I was just showing it. Oh, goodness gracious. That makes me feel so stupid that I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at that video. I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry. There you go, Janet. Thanks. If y'all will email me, I will gladly sell you some boxes of images, and I can put some old book pages in there too if you want that. So if you want old book pages in there, tell me, because I've got lots of old books that I've gutted out for pages. So I could do that too. Just let me know if you just want images or if you want some old book pages. Okay, let's go on. We're going to be here all night if we don't. It says mix powdered pigment with matte medium. Do y'all want to skip this one or do you want to do it? You could use pastels and, scrape off some of that to make a, you can, or you can use a powdered pigment that you've already got, or, mix powdered pigment with matte medium. And you don't have to mix it with matte medium. You can mix it with anything. Okay, Tasha wants to skip it and Danny doesn't have any, so we will skip it. Let's find another one. This one says use watercolor paints. I bet everybody has those. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have them. And if you want to, you could use watercolor pencils, watercolor, like gelatos, anything that's water soluble. You can do powder. You can do the powder pigment. That's fine, Mary. I think I may do it too. I'm not sure, but the other one you could do is watercolor, some kind of watercolor thing. Watercolor, what would you call it? Some kind of water medium. I'm trying to find the other one so I can put it back down there so that if somebody wants to do it, they can. I don't know what I did with it. So you can use watercolor medium of some sort, or you can use the I shouldn't have stuck it back in there. See, that's what happens when I do that. Well, good grief. Is it going to be the last one? Well, I didn't even find it. That's weird. There it is. Okay, you can use watercolors or use powdered pigment with matte medium. Either one of those will be good. You can use watercolor pencils, watercolor anything. Oh, I think I'm going to be odd out with you, Mary, because I think I'm going to do that too. If I can find where my pigments are. Well, that's weird. I guess I'm not going to use them after all. Because they have disappeared. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, there they are. Okay. There's one of these that I really like the color of, and that's why I wanted to find them. Okay. I think it's this one, and I think it will look good on here. Good grief. Okay, I'm going to do something really weird here. These are kind of have some, this is Color Art Primary Elements. And they have a lot of reflective stuff in them anyway. But I'm going to mix it with iridescent medium. Let's see what happens if we do that. Never tried it before. And I don't think this is the color I thought it was. I thought it was kind of an orangey. Oh, no, it's not those others, so I must have missed one. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is the one I'm wanting to use. I'm going to paste this one into my book because it's not the one I'm wanting to use. Where'd I put my book? Okay, the one I'm wanting to use is called Ginger Peach. This one was called Nutmeg, so. I think that's what it was called. Yeah. It's pretty, but it's gold, and I was wanting something more orangey. Oh, Neocolor crayons. Yeah, those are on my wish list too, Becky. I understand. Y'all are probably finished, and I'm just getting rid of my extra paint. I'm hurrying. Okay. I'll try it again. All right, this one is Ginger Peach. This is the one I was wanting to use. The cool thing about these is they have several colors in them, so they're not just one solid color, which I really like. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? And maybe I need a bigger brush. This will take forever. Actually, I think we'll see if it works. I've never tried it before, but we're going to try it now. I'm going to use a brayer. Mary's ready, ready, ready. Let's put the little bit that's left in this book. Well, it's making a mess here. Okay. All right. Music in the Rust Belt. This steampunk doiky. What's a doiky? Maybe doily? Is that what you meant, Mary? Rosie the Riveter. Oh, Danny, that's funny. Rosie the Riveter crocheting the doiky doilies. Okay, well that made that one really. It looks pretty, but it really glares. I'm sorry. It definitely shimmers. Got too much stuff sitting on my tiny little table here. Put these back where they were supposed to be instead of where they were. Oh, good grief. Okay. How many people are ready? Say ready if you're ready, because I don't think we've been keeping up. I think we've been playing doiky doilies. Okay. Mary and Becky and Danny are ready. Tasha's ready. Okay. Oh, bye-bye, Dawn. I'm glad you stayed as long as you did. Sleep well. We got to get on the stick here. We've only done five prompts. Trying to keep it from glaring at you. Maybe I'll just turn it over to. Oh, that's not a whole lot better, is it? Well, maybe it is a little better. Till we're ready. I need to put something down on it that's not glittery. Ruby's already ready. Are we still here? Okay. Oh, we need to hurry. Becky's got to quit in 30 minutes. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and move on. And if you can't keep up, go ahead and write them down so that you can finish it later. Yeah. Okay, the next one. We're not going to use that one because we just did watercolor. That one says watercolor crayons, and that's what some of you already did for the other one. So use black. I need some more black, so I'm happy with that one. Let's go on to the next one. If you don't want to use black, you can just go on to the next one. Use circles. Use black, use circles, use texture. I'm going to go ahead and draw them all, and then we'll work them as we can. Use black, use circles, use texture. Danny says, no! I'm sorry, Danny. You can skip it. That one said use glitter, and I just stuck it back and got it out again. I'm not liking any of these. Sorry, y'all. You're not even getting to choose. Okay, you can use embossing powder or gel pens. And we need one more. Use found relatives. And I don't want to do that one, so I'm going to choose one more and give you a choice. Doodle with a white pen. Okay, so here are the next 5. Are you listening? Use black. Use circles. If you want to, you can do black circles, and you'll have 2 done at once. Use texture. Those are the next 3. And then use embossing powder or gel pens is 9. And then use found relatives or doodle and white pen is 10. Yes, Rosie's a found relative. That works, Mary. I'm going to use black circles. And you don't, yeah, I'm going to use black circles. I'm trying to think of what I want to make my black circles with. Maybe something pretty big. That way they won't be, if I cut this up into tags or something. Or maybe something little, like sequin waist. Okay, I'm going to do this. Some of these are not working so great. Okay. There are my black circles. Okay, Ruby. Yeah, you better go to bed if you want to go. Trying to think. Oh no. Is refreshing working? Or do we need to just give up and all go our separate ways? Okay, refreshing worked for Danny, so I hope it'll work for everybody else. I'm going to try a little bit more. Some of my paint was pretty gloopy. Okay, use texture. Trying to think what I want to use for texture. My brain is not thinking. Let me see what I can find. Oh. Okay, I think I'm going to put some texture paste through this for my texture. But what color do I want to do? Okay. I'm going to try something weird here. I'm going to use embossing powder for my texture. I'm going to put the medium through this, and then I'm going to pour it on my embossing powder. So I'm going to do those two together as well. We'll see if that'll work. I don't know. I can't even see where I'm stamping, so I don't know how good this is going to look. This is definitely an experiment here. I don't know where I've done it and where I haven't. Okay, we're going to let that be enough. Let me find a big piece of paper so I can pour off my embossing powder, because we're going to have to just sprinkle it all over the place. Turn over my circle thingy. Oh, well, I put it on the plastic. But you're probably right. It's probably better to turn it over. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle this. Boy, I did a lot of it. Okay. Okay. Come on, Ben. Okay. Let me let the dog in so he will be quiet. And then we will see if this works. Oh my goodness. I missed. Come on. Back up. Back up. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, it did stick last time. You're right, Janet. Okay. Well, that's what happens when you can't see where you're working and you end up with it going back over it and over it again. The prompt 8 was use texture. And I'm using texture and embossing powders. So I'm doing 8 and 9 together here. Oh, sorry, Susan. I will write them down. Oh, there's a bunch of that. I'll write them down underneath the video if you want to come back and get them. Hi, Barb. We're mostly done. I've still got to do one more prompt. And the last couple we gave options. So I made a real mess tonight. So the number 10 is use found relatives or actual relatives. That's up to you. Or you can doodle in white pen. And I think I'm going to doodle because I don't have any found relatives at the moment. Oh, I just made a mess there. Okay. Let's throw that away so I don't have to worry about it. And this needs to be cleaned off with a baby wipe because it's sticky. Okay. Off to look for Rosie. Yeah. Let me see if I can get some of the extra powder off. Okay. I'm going to dry this a little bit so I can put my white pen on it. I'll read them off to you, Barb. Oh, thanks, Mitz. Good night. Sleep well. I'll read them off to you, Barb. Number 1 was use jelly print. And we decided that you could use a jelly print or any kind of painty paper. Number 2 was use black and white. Number 3 was use gold. Number 4 was use a doily. Number 5 was use watercolor paints or mix powdered pigment with matte medium. Use watercolor paints or mix powdered pigment with matte medium. That was 5. Number 6 was use black. Number 7 was use circles. And I did black circles, so I did 6 and 7 together. Number 8 was use texture. Number 9 was use embossing powder or use gel pens. And so I used my embossing powder as my texture by putting it through a stencil. And number 10 is use found relatives or actual relatives or doodle with a white pen. And I don't have any relatives right now, so I'm going to doodle with a white pen. As much as this will let me doodle. I'm just trying to draw some sketchy white lines around the black. Seems like the only thing that's really showing up is the lines in the black. So I'm going to do those two. And that's what I'm doing for my doodle with white. And it's really hit or miss here. Is anybody still out there? I haven't seen anything since Barb said okay. Did you get all those, Barb? Do I need to repeat them? Okay, Mary's still here. Becky's finishing hers up. Okay, well, that's what I'm doing too. I'm not sure if I like the white on it or not. I'm committed now. Okay, great, Barb. Well, we jabbered about other things too, so we didn't get things done as quickly as we should have on our pick 10. Debbie, leave it alone. You don't want any painty stuff. Go on and lay down. Probably ought to do some other white on here somewhere instead of just the circles, but not sure what else to do. Okay. Watching and eating a brownie. Well, that sounds good, Susan. Well, this is what it looks like. Oh, I didn't go around that whole circle. I must have done that one first before I realized I could go over the embossing powder. But it looks out of place since I didn't. There we go. All righty. Thanks, Mary. I'm thinking it really needs something, and I don't know if it's more black or more white. I need one of those stamps, like or a die cut or something, one that says hello, like Becky has. I like that. or just thinking of you or something like that, that I could make cards. And it needs my found relatives. Yeah. Um, and I'm sure that when I decide whether I'm going to make ATCs or tags or cards or whatever out of it, then I'll put some kind of focal point on it. But right now, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So, oh, well, I'm sorry, Janet, but I'm glad you're back. Just a note. Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. They ought to just sell some die cuts that have those things on them. Just those, little things like that that you could do. Stick on stick on cards. A found relative. um well, the term originated, I think, with Tim Holtz, and he has some bags of pictures of their little cutouts like paper dolls of people, and I think he calls them found relatives. But when I don't buy those, and so for me it just means a person, a picture of a person. Although some people have put their pets, when we've had that one before, they put animals or something, but some kind of a focal point. But I think the term originated from his paper doll found relatives, or maybe it was photos. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, yeah, found relative paper dolls. There you go. Um, but when I say that, I don't have those, so I just mean something out of a magazine or a paint. I mean a book or something, some picture, or maybe a picture of your family. Um, the term was pre-Tim, an antiquing thing. Oh, okay. But see, I didn't know that. I never heard about it until I saw his stuff. But I know, now I know that, people find photos at estate sales and things like that, and they call them found relatives. Yeah. Yours is a ghost. Well, I guess that works. Yeah, I don't have any people to put on mine, so I did the doodle with the white pen, and I'm going to call that good for right now. And when I, turn it into something, then I'll, um, yeah, use what you got. That's right. What works on your page. You don't want to get to the very last thing and then mess it up because you had to follow the rules. But thanks, Janet. I like it too. It definitely needs something. Um, but what you do to it depends on how you cut it up. If you cut it up into AT coins or ATC cards, or um, cards to send, regular note cards or tags, or what you do with it. He's there, you just can't see him. There you go. Well, I appreciate it, gang. I appreciate y'all coming. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, I think I'm gonna wrap it up so I can do all the after stuff that I have to do to be finished. Oh, thank you, Barb. Good night, Becky. Tell Scott I said hello or goodbye or good night or whatever. Uh, Thanks, Mary. Thank you, Linda. Good night, Janet. Good night, Mary. Good night, everybody. Good night, Danny. Thanks, Janet. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, that is what it looks like, Susan. You're right. Thank you. She does cute stuff, so I feel better about it now. Oh, well, God bless you all. Sleep well.